Are you a first-time home buyer considering using down payment assistance with your first home purchase? I'm going to go over everything you need to know to make this a reality and questions you should ask the lender if you're considering using down payment assistance. This is Shahida Hill, getting you over the hill to home ownership and helping you confidently buy your first home. I want to go over a couple of things to prepare you to see if down payment assistance is the right choice for your first home purchase. So number one, you want to think about the different sources of down payment assistance. So one could be government programs, and most of them are local government programs. So your state may have programs, your county, your city may have programs to promote home ownership in your area. And I'm going to put several links below for all of the states. Also, you may find some lender-specific programs. So for example, Bank of America has a grant program that they've put millions of dollars towards. You may want to look into that program. Chase, Wells Fargo, a lot of the large banks have their own down payment assistance programs. In addition to credit unions have their own down payment assistance programs. So you want to look at your government programs, then you want to look at your lender specific programs, and then you want to look at lastly any nonprofit organizations in your area that might have programs. So NACA is one of them, and I have a video on that. I also, one that's kind of popular is Chenoa. Now, sometimes these programs are funded, sometimes they're not. So it's up to you to kind of research to make sure, you know, what the program requirements are. Now, once you find some down payment assistance programs, I want you to look at the requirements. A lot of them are going to have a minimum credit score requirement, and a lot of them will also have a maximum income requirement. Because a lot of these programs are meant to help first-time home buyers that don't have enough money for the down payment required. So they do have income caps. They don't want people that are making a lot of money to try to take advantage of some of these programs. So you want to make sure that you qualify before you get so excited about the program. If they are looking for first-time home buyers, a lot of these programs consider a first-time home buyer simply somebody who has not owned a home in the last 3 years. So even if you've owned a home in the past but don't own now, you still could qualify for down payment assistance. So once you know the qualifications, also if you're thinking about moving to another state, sometimes you will still qualify without being a resident as long as you're going to be working in that state. So that's also important to know. Now, once you have the programs that you qualify for, and you're going to apply, make sure you also apply just to a regular loan, be it conventional, FHA, USDA. I want you to do an application with no down payment assistance, because a lot of the down payment assistance programs may have a higher interest rate or higher fees. So you really want to be able to compare what would it look like if I did this program on my own, if I just got a mortgage on my own versus using the program. Because sometimes with the down payment assistance program, it's not just apples to apples where they're just giving you the money. Sometimes there are higher fees and higher interest rates to make up for some of the money that they're giving you. Now I'm going to give you another option if you're looking for a zero down payment at the end. So please stay tuned. If this is your first time here, please also like and subscribe to my channel for new videos every week. All right, let's talk about some other things you need to be mindful of if you're going to do down payment assistance. So do you have to pay the money back? Okay, a lot of these programs will say that they are a grant. However, you have to, be in the home for a certain amount of time before the grant is forgiven. So you want to check all of those requirements. Like, how long do you have to live there before you don't have to pay the money back? Do you ever have to pay the money back? We have programs in my state that you do have to pay the money back, when you sell or when you refinance the home, but you don't have to make any payments on the down payment assistance while you're living there. But then they take the money when people sell or refinance and put it back into the program. So it's not actually fully forgiven. It's just it's like a second silent lien on your house. So when it's time for you to sell, it's going to be part of your title. So they'll say this needs to be paid off before you can sell it. You want to know how soon you can rent out the property. What if you have to move? Is that an option, to rent it out? You want to know, again, how quickly can you sell the property? All of those things are important because a lot of these programs try to avoid having investors take advantage of the down payment assistance. So they really want to make sure that owner occupants are coming into that home. They don't want investors to qualify for the down payment assistance and rent it out. All right, so once you know all of that, I also want you to ask the lender, how quickly can you close this loan? Because particularly in sellers markets, not so much in a buyer's market, but in a seller's market, down payment assistance sometimes becomes a hindrance to getting your offer accepted. So if you have to do down payment assistance, and maybe just getting through the program takes longer than a traditional loan would take, you want to know that up front. Because if you're in a competitive offer situation and you're using down payment assistance and the other person or the other offers are not, that may be a disadvantage for you with the down payment assistance. And my next question I want you to ask kind of goes along with that. Do you have to disclose that you're using down payment assistance? Not all programs make you disclose that to the seller that you're using down payment assistance. So sometimes on your pre-approval letter, it will say approved for FHA financing with blank down payment assistance or this program. So if that's going to be on your pre-approval letter, again, that may be a disadvantage in a seller's market when the seller may get multiple offers. So it's just another, it could be another roadblock for you to get your offer accepted. So you want to know that up front and then strategize. That's why I said I still want you to have just a pre-approval that doesn't have any down payment assistance to see, do I need the down payment assistance, or is it hurting me from getting my offers accepted and I can just, go and put my own down payment and my own closing costs. And a lot of these programs do allow you, they call them down payment assistance programs, but a lot of them will also help you with your closing costs and as well as your down payment. All right, so the last thing I wanted to mention to you is that there are also 100% financing loans, and these are at several banks. Again, I'm going to put it in the description, and they're 0% down. So it's not USDA. I have videos on that. I'll put that in the description. It's not USDA or VA, but they're 100% financing conventional loans. And a lot of lenders have them, but you have to kind of ask around. A lot of them call them affordable mortgage programs. I know Navy Federal has one, Synovus Bank has one, and a lot of banks have this option. It also does have income limits, but it has less restrictions. So it's a 0% conventional. So if you need a conventional loan product, either because the seller's market or maybe student loans are impacting your DTI, this is an option for you. Also, these 100% conventional loans have no PMI, so you don't have to pay private mortgage insurance. However, some of them do have higher interest rates. So again, you're always going to get an estimate from the lender so you can compare to see, okay, is it worth it for me to keep more cash on hand, or is it worth it for me to go ahead and put my own down payment and perhaps pay my own closing costs? I hope this was helpful to you to kind of navigate the down payment assistance in any market, a seller's market, a balanced market, or a a seller's market, a balanced market, or a buyer's market. Now, for people that are doing down payment assistance, a buyer's market is a much more favorable place to be, because in a buyer's market, sellers aren't getting that many offers. So even if you're using down payment assistance, you're likely to get your offer accepted. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel for new videos every week, and check the links in the comments or in the description. Thank you.